Soul Calibur 4.
What's up, people? It's the Maineie-Gs here, and this is Maineie-Gs Gaming Gospel, and today we're going to look at Soul Calibur 4. I'm playing the PlayStation 3 version. It's also out on the Xbox if you want to play it. Right, so what is Soul Calibur? Well, it's a fighting game, and it's not like your Tekkens and your Virtua Fighter because there's something special. They got weapons. Other than that, though, it's pretty much a standard. It's pretty much a standard fighting game. So Soul Calibur 4 is the 5th in the series. Before we go on, just a quick point. I'm actually quite a fan of Soul Calibur games, and I think they're rather underrated. They seem to get good reviews, but they never seem to sell very well. It's just one of those enigmas in gaming. But hey, so Soul Calibur 4. What's new in Soul Calibur 4? Right, well, we've got the Tower of Lost Souls, which is a new mode, and obviously some new characters. It's obviously graphically it's the best Soul Calibur, which I should hope it is, being as it cost me. Well, actually, I'm not gonna lie, it cost me £200 for my PlayStation, but at retail it was about 350 quid. Most of the characters make a return for this outing. There's some new characters as well, which we'll have a quick look at later if you want. Some of the characters you have to unlock before you can use them by purchasing them. With money that you get in arcade or story mode, and some of them you have to unlock by meeting certain conditions. Right, let's go over the gameplay a bit, shall we? Right, it's a really good fighter, is Soul Calibur, and it always has been, and it's really fluid. You get some fighting games and you press, it says I don't know, press ABA, and you press ABA, but it's really unresponsive. Pretty much real good, almost perfect in terms of the feel, and if you do down to left and kick, the computer, the game does down to left and kick. There's no messing around, and it's really fluid, and it's really quite good, and it's exciting to play as well. Which a lot of fighting games are, but once you do get a fighting game, the next thing you need to look at is how long is it going to last you. So, well, this one should last you quite a while. This is one of the new things here, pardon me, which is character creation. You can firstly choose if you want to be create a male or female, and then I don't know if anyone's played SmackDown vs Raw, but you can select a person's moves and attributes, a character style, a wrestler style when you're creating a character. The same thing applies here. You can select whether you're male or female, and then select one of the characters that are in game. So your character will have the kind of attributes, the kind of fighting style, so to speak. And then you can select different armor, different weapons and that. And the really good thing is the different armors and the different weapons, some are already there, some you need to buy, but they will add attributes to your character, like increased health, increased vitality, so you'll take less damage, and amongst other things, some of them will have give you a bonus, whereas your health will start to recover over time, and just things like that. The character creation is a bloody good job, and well done Namco, because character creation, I know it's modern in a lot of games now, but some of them you can mess it up, and they haven't done that with Soul Calibur 4, so props to you for that. And also you can select here what stage you want to associate with your character. Right, some of the new characters, this is Saskia. If I got the name wrong, I do apologise. My pronunciation is not good at the best of times. This is the umbrella sword wielding blondie. She's got an alright fighting style. She plays and handles pretty well. Another one, obviously we all knew about these Star Wars characters in this game. Darth Vader and the Apprentice for this, and from Xbox you got Yoda and the Apprentice. Darth Vader, he's cool to play with, but he's very slow, a bit like Nightmare, very slow, precise, powerful moves, that inflict a lot of damage and quite easy to pull off. The Apprentice, as I said, boy did they give us a good time here. Fancy this, they bring in The Apprentice as a new character, and boy is he, if he isn't one of the best characters in the whole series. He's so fluid, he's so quick, he's so smart, he's got some real powerful moves. It's real fun to play with. I mean, he is one of the characters, you know, like you got Reveiw and all that, and Ken and that. You know, you got characters that you could just play with over and over again. The Apprentice is one of those. He's really good. And here we got Al Gore. He's like the main bad guy. They must have thought, oh, we got The Apprentice, so we won't bother putting too much creativity into him. He's alright. He floats around and he hasn't got any weapons, but they kind of shoot out of his arms when he does a hit. So I'm rating this game pretty good, and I hope anyway I'm making it sound very good. So why before I said I have a gripe with this? Well, I'll tell you for why. I'm just a bit disappointed with the story mode. If anyone remembers Soul Edge, which I'm sure a lot of you do, they had the map, and you go around the map taking certain routes and facing different challenges. It might not always be the same challenge. Now they've kind of got something like that. That's the Tower of Lost Souls, where you descend or ascend in floors. But this is the story mode. My words exactly. I've got to read. I have to read the character's introduction. No cutscene, you know, which is quite modern these days to have a cutscene. You get a bit of slow music, and you have to read the character's introduction. That's gripe number one. Gripe number two. There's a cutscene halfway through the character story, which is the same for every character. And it's just before you go and fight a powerful opponent that awaits. And it's usually one of 3 or 4 characters which you'll face when you get there. Story mode in this game is arcade mode. I would have preferred that if they called the Tower of the Lost Souls story mode, and then just had the arcade mode, because all you're doing is going through stages 1 to 8. Sometimes you'll fight one opponent 1-on-1, sometimes it's 1-on-2, 3, 4, and sometimes you'll get 2 people, someone will join you. But it's not like a cutscene or, you know, a deeper explanation of why they join you, or just get a little text box which comes out and says to you, you know, whoever Rock has joined your group, or Rock is following you, and it's just in a little text box. And that's it, and there's no reason or background or anything. This is the end of. This is the created character, by the way. This is my created character's cutscene at the end, after just being the last boss, who was Nightmare. This is the only. This is the only cutscene proper that you'll get in the story mode. The one I was talking about earlier, that's just like it just shows the first person. You don't see the person, your character, or any other people. You just see the camera moving around landscapes. But you know, at the end, that's the only story you're gonna get, and then you get 2 words at the end, or 3 words at the end, and that's it. So that's my main gripe with this game. But maybe I'm being a bit too harsh for that, because, you know, fighting games shouldn't really be that much about story modes. They should be about the fun and the action, and, you know, the competitiveness of them. So what about the competitiveness? Is this an easy game to play? Yes and no. It's one of those rare games, in the rare instances, where if you choose easy mode, it's not piss easy where you'll just run through it in no time, but it's good if you never played the game before and you want to start out afresh. And the hard mode, you know, is very challenging for the more experienced players. So here we see a few of the extras on the screen. By the way, I'm just going over. This is in the the museum section. Yeah, you can get character profiles and view cutscenes and purchase art through the money you've collected. So right, we're coming near the end of this review anyway. So what's my opinion then? Would I recommend this game to you? Well, you know, for the purist out there, I'd probably wouldn't recommend this over something, say, Virtual Fighter, or the upcoming Street Fighter 4, which we know is out, but when it comes out on console. But as a fighter, sorry, it's extremely solid fighter. It's good. It's good for having your mates round. It's good for playing single player. It's good for playing online. you know, it was really a solid fighter. So my recommendation for this game is, you know, if you are a purist and you want the best fighting game around, I'd go, if you haven't got Virtual Fighter, Street Fighter, Tekken's, I'd go for them first. But if you have and you just want to try something new, then Soul Calibur, I'd highly recommend buying it. This has been the Maineie-G. I hope you enjoyed this gaming gospel this week. Next time, I'm not sure what I'm going to be reviewing, but you'll find out soon enough. So, hey, I've been the Maineie-G. Be safe.